Welcome to this edition of Like Nobody's Business. I'm Beth Sewald, President and CEO of the Vegas Chamber. Well, June is Public Safety Month, and today we have a very special show. We're going to take you behind the scenes of the security industry. We're going to actually do some training ourselves, and we're going to learn all about what it takes to protect our society these days, our personal property, and our citizens. We're really honored today to have with us our dear friend and Vegas Chamber member, Jonathan Alvarez. You're the co-founder and owner of Protective Force International. Thanks, Jonathan, for being with us.
Thank you, Mary Beth, for having me.
And I got to say, thanks for all you do to protect us every day. You know, you don't realize what really goes on behind the scenes and what it takes to really be that additive to an organization like, for example, regular law enforcement. So tell us a little bit about the industry and what you do at Protective Force International.
So our industry is very special, and every year it seems like it continues to grow in responsibilities and scope here in Nevada. So Protective Force International is a private sector security contracting firm. We offer unarmed, armed canine officers, mobile patrols, and what we really do is be the security force of our properties. We are the added eyes, ears of our property owners, and do the best that we can as an organization to assist our law enforcement partners, our community, in keeping Las Vegas safe.
Well, and we're here inside of Protective Force Tactical. Tell us about this store and why this is so important and why it's good for the public to know this.
So yeah, Protective Force Tactical is a all-encompassing, I want to say, tactical store, right? The public has accessibility to come in. We carry holsters, ammunition, gear for our first responders, EMT, firefighters as well, some morale shirts, morale patches, and things for the security industry and law enforcement that they carry every day. So we always want everybody to know that, number one, it is open to the public. We're here next to our headquarters. And number two, if you do come and you're in this industry, make sure to bring your ID, show it to our store manager, and get 10% off.
That's a great benefit for even folks outside of your organization. But for those who are inside your organization, this is where I came for my training to get outfitted with all my gear and my uniform. That all happens in here as well, right?
Yes, so what we want to do is make it as easy for somebody with experience or non-experience who wants to serve their community in a security aspect to come in, get hired, go through our vetting process, come walk a few steps over to the other side right here and get equipped. And what our goal is we want individuals who are career-minded. So the organization will front the money and purchase everything, and then have a simple employee, discount program attached to that, where the employee puts a little bit of their paycheck and working towards owning everything that they have on them. And we've noticed that all of our officers tend to care more for their gear if they own it.
Well, what a great benefit that is. And I know this is really a one-stop shop, right? I got my pants, boots, vest, all my gear, my baton, everything. Is there anything you don't have in here? I think you have it all.
And we do, but even if we don't, we can order it for you and it'll still come in.
All right, excellent. Well, thanks so much, Jonathan. Stick with us. We'll be back right after this with more from Protective Force International.
As humans, we're visual creatures. In fact, American adults spend nearly 6 hours each day watching video, and we're evolving and expanding across screens. Whether we're surfing the web at work, streaming our favorite show in a waiting room, or watching the game live at home, Cox Media's digital video solutions can deliver your business's message to consumers in a way that creates a meaningful connection and drives them to take action. Grow your business. Call Cox Media today.
Remember old Vegas where the customer was king? The Casablanca in Mesquite is just like Vegas used to be. Play over 40 of your favorite table games.
Play over 800 slot and video poker machines and get comps, free play, and cash back.
Get away and play 2 18-hole championship golf courses, or pamper yourself in our full-service salon and unwind in our world-class spa. Now this is my kind of getaway. Reserve your $99 golf or spa getaway today. It's just like Vegas used to be.
You're watching Like Nobody's Business with Mary Beth Sewald.
We're here with Lieutenant Randall Caldwell of Protective Force International. The K-9 unit is such a big part of your operation. Tell us about that.
So our K-9 unit is currently currently has about 5 dogs. Actually, next week we're getting more dogs. So we'll have a total of 7 handlers and dog teams. Right now it's mainly bomb dogs. We do explosive detection. We work for casinos. We do it for service calls. And then we're getting our first narcotics dog as well. So that'll open up the door for us on that realm as well. The dogs currently live with us. Each handler is paired up with a dog and each team lives together. So when they come to work, the dog comes to work. When they're out on the road, the dog's out on the road with them. Today, we're going to be showing you kind of a little brief explanation of how we do our training. And what we have set up for you today is we have a vehicle set up with some visual aids as well as an explosive odor for the dog. So what we're going to have you do is we're going to have you walk up to the car. We're going to have you look at the car, see if you can notice anything that's out of place, maybe out of the ordinary, doesn't look right, a little suspicious. And then after that, we're going to give you the leash and let you be the handler for the day.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So we're going to walk over to this car over here. So from this angle, there's multiple points on the cars that there can be suspicious items at. You could have something that's weighing down the trunk to where the suspension is kind of sagging. You could have wires or something coming out of the car. You could have maybe like compartments that you can see where there's like been some modifications done. So if you look at this car, is there anything that stands out to you right away?
Yeah, I see a red wire there with tape.
Okay.
That's the first most obvious thing
All right.
from this angle. It looks like there might be something underneath, but that red wire is definitely concerning.
Okay. And then if we step on over this way.
There's another red wire.
Okay. Perfect. So there's a couple more that are out.
I also see some more red wire going up the back there on that wire.
Okay, perfect. There's one more that's a little bit harder to see. I'll point it out for you.
Yeah.
It's right here in the gas
Oh,
cap.
I see it. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, the blue one.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it.
So to me, if I were to walk up to this car and see these wires in these places, the most concerning one to me is going to be that gas cap one.
Yeah.
Because if you have some kind of electronic or explosive device that's going into the gas cap, that's going to make the explosion that much worse because it's got a fuel system.
Right.
You know. So the way that I told my handlers today is based off these visual cues, can you for sure call this car hot or clear?
I would call it hot, absolutely.
Okay. So let's say I went to some, guy who said that he was a professional lights installer or sounds installer, and turns out he wasn't. So he left all these wires coming out of my car, but there's absolutely nothing here. That's why we have the dog, because to us that looks suspicious.
Yeah.
But the dog is the one that's going to confirm that for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back over here, we're going to get the dog, and we're going to let you run the dog on the car.
Okay.
When you take the leash, when you start the search, you're going to give him the command SOOK.
And that's what I say,
Yes.
S-O-O-K.
It's going to be Sook.
Oh, Sook. Okay,
Yes.
got it.
So you're going to say that. He's going to go off. He's going to do his thing. Whenever he gives his final alert, Lieutenant Bennett will give him the release command and will reward him with his toy. At that point, you can let the leash go, let him play with the toy, and that'll be it.
Okay. Proper way to hold him is like that?
Yeah, so you can hold it like, you can hold it in both hands and just move back and forth between both hands.
Uh-huh.
So if he goes left, you can go left. If he
Okay.
goes right, you can transfer over and go right. He is a little bit of a puller,
Yeah, that's okay.
but whenever hey, seats.
He's excited.
Whenever you're ready.
Sook. 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 Okay. Is this it?
For it.
That's a good point.
Nice. Good job. Right here, this is
so
where
the sit is his final alert that lets you know, hey, I found odor and I'm locked on.
Yeah.
The odor is actually underneath the car, in the middle of the car, which shows you that he alerted on the wheel well, right?
Yeah.
This odor has been sitting out for almost an hour and a half now, so it's getting hot, it's starting to breathe out,
Yeah.
it's starting to expand. So this odor is coming out from underneath the side, underneath the front, the wheel wells, it's coming out from everywhere.
What's the odor that you put there?
Dynamite.
Okay.
So that is
The smell of dynamite.
Yes, it is the smell of dynamite. What we use is Scent Logics. It's actually a pseudo odor
Okay.
that they
That's,
chemically made to represent the most purest form of the odor. So whether it's the narcotic Scent Logics, the explosive, they actually have now come out with cadaver and bed bugs and stuff like that.
Oh,
so when you're out there in the real world, you know, you're never going to get the same thing, because whether it's dynamite from United States, dynamite from Iraq, dynamite from Russia, it's
Smells
all
different?
going to smell different.
Oh.
So Scent Logics actually gives you the purest form of it. So it doesn't matter what you find out in the real world, your dog knows that purest scent. So they're going to get that purest scent, but wherever it's coming from is also going to have the dirty smells from that area. But it's got that pure scent smell, so that's what it's looking for.
Wow. Interesting. What a good boy. Oh, nice.
Remember Old Vegas where the customer was king? The Casablanca in Mesquite is just like Vegas used to be. Play over 40 of your favorite table games.
Play over 800 slot and video poker machines and get comps, free play, and cash back.
Get away and play 2 18-hole championship golf courses, or pamper yourself in our full-service salon and unwind in our world-class spa. Now this is my kind of getaway. Reserve your $99 golf or spa getaway today. It's just like Vegas used to be.
As humans, we're visual creatures. In fact, American adults spend nearly 6 hours each day watching video, and we're evolving and expanding across screens. Whether we're surfing the web at work, streaming our favorite show in a waiting room, or watching the game live at home, Cox Media's digital video solutions can deliver your business's message to consumers in a way that creates a meaningful connection and drives them to take action. Grow your business. Call Cox Media today.
Not all opportunities pay off. I moved out here to Vegas a few years ago to open up a restaurant. Unfortunately, COVID hit, and I lost my investment. And now I'm in this beautiful Italian restaurant working, and things are going in the right direction. And again, without Hope Link, I don't know if this would have happened. Thank you.
You're watching Like Nobody's Business with Mary Beth Sewald.
Thank you so much, Deputy Chief Edson, for being with us today. This has been an outstanding day. I've learned so much. You are one of the females on the team at Protective Force International. Tell us a little bit about how you got here and really what it takes to do your role as a woman.
A little difficult as a woman, I think, in the industry. It's always been that way. What got me here was believing in what Jonathan Alvarez has brought, how he started this company, his vision, and then seeing it play out. And that's been my goal all along too. That's why I was a police officer. That's why I'm in this industry, is to help people, help the community. And being part of this team is my way to do that now. Everything that I've done through my life, my career, is fully opened up here. And I'm blessed for that. And I'm very proud of what he's done. And when you have pride in the organization and the industry, it folds out onto the officers and the command staff, and that's what I want to bring.
It really does, and you all play such an important role in public safety and just keeping people and property safe. As a female, what other different things might you have to do? This, to me, seems like, I know today when I went through some of the training, you have to be strong, you have to be fit, you have to be somewhat capable, and so tell us a little bit about those requirements.
It's a bit different for women. A lot of times people do feel more comfortable with women. Even the aggressive people we're not as challenged to them. We're not as challenging to them. So you can have a very aggressive male, and if you still have to show some presence, but you can start reading people, and a lot of times they'll come down a few notches versus the bigger males where they feel like they have to chest bump and everything. That does help a lot. Now you do have to show that, if that doesn't work, you have to show that assertive side. We never show the aggression, we show the assertiveness. We watch our facial features, we watch how we talk. My voice will change in a heartbeat. You know, I will go from a normal tone to a very deep tone. It's how you stand, your presence. And again, it is difficult because then a lot of people will want to challenge you as a female, thinking you can't take me down, you can't do this. So you have to be confident in yourself, your ability, your training. That's why we focus so much on training, is if the time comes that we have to use that dominance, that we have it.
So for those young females or any female out there who might be considering a career in your line of work in public safety and so forth, security, what would be your big points of advice for them?
Stay true to it. Don't let it defeat you. It gets hard, but the more you go in through it, the more you continue, the more you grow into it. It becomes a natural. And again, I can't stress enough, and I will tell you, the other day, my first week here, I was wondering if I made the right choice. And I had a group of school kids come off the school bus, and these little girls, little elementary girls, were walking by me, and they were smiling and waving. That's when I knew I was doing the right thing, because the look in their eyes, these little girls, thinking, oh my God, I could be that. So that's the reward. That's why I knew this was the right decision for me, and I'm in place. And young ladies, even young men, you know, they all have a place, and they just have to stay true to it and know that this is not that security guard stigma. That it's not that. It is, we are highly trained security officers, and we all bring our strengths to the table, and everybody has that.
Well, it's amazing that you get the opportunity to be such an outstanding role model for youth. What a great story. Can you tell us, switching gears just a little bit, tell us a little bit about some of the trends in security and safety and so forth?
It has changed dramatically. It definitely has. I've been in this industry for 37 years now. The day I turned 18, I became security. It was easy back then. You know, now we are challenged, especially over the past 2 years. People they don't respect the authority figure, you know, and that's hard to do because we have to balance that security versus community, it's guest servicing. And there is that balance, but definitely more aggression. Crime has really increased throughout the nation. It's not just here in the Vegas Valley. And again, I know the police departments, the other law enforcement agencies, they do tend to rely on us a lot to handle these things for them, only because it has risen. Homelessness has risen. Of course, unemployment, you know, it's all of these challenges. So I can definitely see a huge difference in the security world, where we do have to be more of a stronger presence, and these uniforms definitely help with that versus someone that's in the suit or the tie.
Well, thank you so much for all your time today. Thank you for all you've taught me, and thank you for your service to our community.
Thank you so much.
Remember old Vegas where the customer was king? The Casablanca in Mesquite is just like Vegas used to be. Play over 40 of your favorite table games.
Play over 800 slot and video poker machines and get comps, free play, and cash back.
Get away and play 2 18-hole championship golf courses, or pamper yourself in our full-service salon and unwind in our world-class spa. Now this is my kind of getaway. Reserve your $99 golf or spa getaway today. It's just like Vegas used to be.
As humans, we're visual creatures. In fact, American adults spend nearly 6 hours each day watching video. and we're evolving and expanding across screens. Whether we're surfing the web at work, streaming our favorite show in a waiting room, or watching the game live at home, Cox Media's digital video solutions can deliver your business's message to consumers in a way that creates a meaningful connection and drives them to take action. Grow your business. Call Cox Media today.
Not all opportunities pay off. I moved out here to Vegas a few years ago to open up a restaurant. Unfortunately, COVID hit, and I lost my investment. And now I'm in this beautiful Italian restaurant working. Things are going in the right direction, and again, without Hope Link, I don't know if this would have happened. Thank you.
You're watching Like Nobody's Business with Mary Beth Sewald.
Putting my belt together was a workout. Yeah.
Good thing we're going now. See?
How to approach people is important.
Yes. Actually, that's probably 8% of the class. We'll then take you to dispatch. So the dispatch is already prepped and ready to answer any questions.
We would, as a reporter, take a crew and go to a property on the strip. There would be people demonstrating, perhaps. And we wanted to go down and see video and interview people. And we were always taught that the law was if you're on the sidewalk, that's public property and you're not trespassing.
Sometimes when people hit flat, it sounds louder, but you're not getting any heat or anything. Momentum and energy into that last range of the
Oh, sorry. I was listening to him. You want me to pull it out or have it out?
So, you want to do the straight?
I'll do that after one at a time.
Alright, so let's do the
First one.
The first one, and just the one here. The one.
No, I'll take it back.
Yep. So, I need
Get back! Get back!
just the one here.
Oh, just the one.
Just the one here. Back
You
here.
want to both? Okay. Get back! Get back!
Good.
Get back!
Good.
Oh, did you see this? I naturally, instinctually closed my fist. Get back!
Good.
Okay, thank you. Proper way to hold them is like that.
Yeah, so you can hold it like
Zook. Zook.
Always have to call you a bitch. So when you get that call, you want to always know like everything, pretty much who to send, what we responded to, so our officers can be alert to what they're responding to. So yeah.
Observing him leave the property right now. Go ahead and show me en route. Well, just need you to exit the property. This is private property. Would like to have you exit the property, please. Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate that. Have an awesome day. All right. Thank you so much.
So
Security officer.
you have completed the requirements for today to be a security officer for a day.
Remember Old Vegas where the customer was king? The Casablanca in Mesquite is just like Vegas used to be. Play over 40 of your favorite table games.
Play over 800 slot and video poker machines and get comps, free play, and cash back.
Get away and play 2 18-hole championship golf courses, or pamper yourself in our full-service salon and unwind in our world-class spa. Now this is my kind of getaway. Reserve your $99 golf or spa getaway today. It's just like Vegas used to be.
As humans, we're visual creatures. In fact, American adults spend nearly 6 hours each day watching video. And we're evolving and expanding across screens. Whether we're surfing the web at work, streaming our favorite show in a waiting room, or watching the game live at home, Cox Media's digital video solutions can deliver your business's message to consumers in a way that creates a meaningful connection and drives them to take action. Grow your business. Call Cox Media today.
Not all opportunities pay off. I moved out here to Vegas a few years ago to open up a restaurant. Unfortunately, COVID hit, and I lost my investment. And now I'm in this beautiful Italian restaurant working. Things are going in the right direction, and again, without Hope Link, I don't know if this would have happened. Thank you.
You're watching Like Nobody's Business with Mary Beth Sewald.
At it again in 110, and the fire's just starting to burn. There ain't no keeping us down in this neon town. We've been waiting for our turn. Gonna roll the dice and go all night. Ready for my lucky roll. Vegas, oh, we're doubling down. Vegas, yeah, we're doubling down. Doubling down. Vegas, Vegas, well, it's a party in the desert. We never felt bad. If the city light's gonna shine, gonna run into the fire. The stakes are getting high.